Okay. I've never streamed on YouTube before, so this is new. This is entirely a new experience. Whoa. What is happening? I'm like, YouTube is freaking out. Like, I have the chat open on OBS and it's not working. Oh my God. I want to play my silly little game. Please. I don't even see the chat. I'm such a noob. Sigh. Okay, I think I have everything. I have chat open. I have control panel. Yo, is that the famous prolapses? Damn. Anyways, dot dot dot. Let's play the game. So now I was using a really bad client to stream, so you wouldn't hear the game audio. So now game audio is here. Yay. So now you can hear all of the yummy sounds of this dank and dark warehouse. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot you helped develop this game. Prolapses. My number one, my biggest fan. Okay, funny dialogue time, guys. Pay attention. Coast is clear. Hup, hup, hup. This way. Stop treading on my robe. Okay, first of all, what the heck? BB is naked. Naked. That's weird. Oh, she can rotate the world, though. It's okay. These are some high-quality crates. This must be how rich people live. Which direction were we going again, says Purple Guy? I don't know. BB, hurry up with that light. Execute Omega tactics. I don't know what that means. Don't yell at me. I'm just a kid. I love all of the creaking noises. It's like we're a bunch of fat guys destroying these wooden planks step by step. Okay, we're in the Bank of America. It's so comfy in here. There's no security. If I had stuff stored here, I'd be really irate, like the irate gamer. You know what? I would be too. Man, this game kind of derpy. Whoa. That was a little Easter egg right there. It's a reference to the game you play on the playground called Seesaw. Pretty good game. I got all the achievements on that one. Stay alert. We're too conspicuous out here. Look at the gang. Maybe it looks like those Egyptian hieroglyphs. You were the one who insisted we all dress this way. What are we even meant to be? I thought more of these statues would have heads. That's why we're disguised as virtues, to blend in. Wait, we are? Which virtues? Well, let's see. There's Rusty, Gummo, Jurisprudence, the one with the hair. Anyway, we're wasting time. Let's just keep going. Wow, they made a Gummo reference. Boy, they really went all out. I thought this place was meant to be a secret. Well, not to everyone. Wow, look how cool this place is. Like a little temple, like a shrine. This is like the castle in Mario 64. No unauthorized access. Oops, I guess we should just head home. No, I saved for weeks for that big crate. Is this meant to be Hercules? He looks a little off-brand. It's probably one of the donors. Being portrayed as a god is one of the traditional benefits of art's patronage. If either of you want a Hercules Sona, let me know. I'm friends with a guy online. Huh. I want a Hercules Sona. I'm already strong and steadfast like Hercules. I could be perfect. Dude, look, it looks like Dilbert wrestling a hog. Damn, that's a good sculpture. I love admiring all of the art in this gallery. Okay, so we have a door here. And we also have an area down here. That green guy is going. Hey, the stupid golden elevator's cloned off. Leave it. What we want should be right down the stairs. Hehehe, it's here. I knew it'd be here. The wiggly plant. My favorite. Museum of Moral Art. So the legends were true. BB, do the lead-in that we talked about. On X March XXX, an expedition was assembled to confirm the existence of an urban legend. In a tax-exempt free port just outside the city, artworks are being stored for display in a private museum. Here to shine light on a murkier-than-normal corner of the art world are representatives of all the major fields. Max, photography. Claude, art history. Ray, relational aesthetics. BB, signs, zines. I always I always pronounce it wrong. Zines is just so much cooler to say than zines. I'm sorry. And also, magazines has the word MAGA in it, so it's a Trump reference. I don't want to reference Trump. All findings to be submitted as end-of-term group assignment for community college, 20 credits. Oh God, that reminds me of college. Me going to college. No. Well, I hate to admit it, but this place is really very swish. I can feel my culture level rising just from walking around. The hallway's paintings have a Vanitas theme, an homage to the erotic skull art of yesteryear. You know what? When I was in college, I actually went on like a field trip to like a art studio, and we had to do that. Like we had to do what BB's doing right now, where you have to write down like cool, fun facts about boring companies and their products and how it's good. I don't care. Also, by the way, in the stream settings on YouTube, I gave it ultra low latency, so it's way faster. There's less of a delay, which is nice. tasteful plaque acknowledges tax-deductible charity donations from the Zacklers of opioid industry fame. Wait, that can't be right. Zacklers? They changed their name to seem relatable to younger juries. Wow, that's a badass image. What's this one called? World o' Skulls by Empty Lot. Empty Lot. Huh? Yes, I guess it's good fun to have a theme. Let's see, did I miss anything? Whoa, that's some crazy porn. Whoa, look at this porn. Didn't even notice that. Okay, I missed this one. The catalog modestly lists assembled masterpieces. Skull with ball, skull with fruit basket, skull with flesh. A devastating rebuke to the vanity and transitoriness of having flesh. How many of these are there? Well, it looks like a hell of a lot. My bones are being rattled. Apparently, moral art is going through a boom period right now on account of all the murders. Who says there's no ethical way to make money? I wonder how much all of these are worth. Wash your hands. Very nice, yes. I love looking at things. More hands. Certificates of providence hang discreetly on the walls to let you know you're not being imbued with any counterfeit morals. Some of the countries these were taken from no longer exist. The canvases all come pre-enclosed in little Ziploc wrapping to prevent scuffs during trades and resales. The little touches are always what you're paying for. The guy's pointing at all these yummy little raindrops boinging on his hand. This really is too much fun. I can't handle all of thisness. All this epicness. Clowns regard me from north, south, east, and west. I guess this place is still enough of a traditional museum to have a cursed-feeling children's recreation area. I love how I'm walking on Autism Speaks. Man, Autism Speaks is infinite. Hey, BB, check it out. It's a collection of children's book illustrations. Look, here's 4 Children and Lamassu. Is that the one where they all get hit by a truck on entering puberty? Art is pain. Guys, you don't get it. Art is all about the pain that everyone acquires throughout their life. This one looks familiar. Isn't this Pleasant Child and Horrible Child? My favorite was always the Horrible Child. That paintbrush the Pleasant Child is holding looks like a knife. Well, this was a fun little room. Looks like we need a pass to get through the door, but you're able to pick locks, right? Why would you think that? I love it when you go down a slope, BB always boings. Look, boing, boing. Wow. Boing. Okay, let's go back through here. Ugh. It was just like a Metroidvania, so much backtracking. I must admit, I could get used to a museum without any crowds. Even the security seems very discreet. I could really believe we're the only living people here. Okay. I always thought art had to be stored cold, but the air in here is tropical and humid, like being in a reptile house. Maybe they're trying out the new technique. Mistrust the stranger. Look at that creepy ass. Ooh. Now this is some good art right here. Another themed collection. Mistrust the stranger. Look out for stranger. Who's there? A stranger. Hand taps your shoulder. It's the stranger. All the hits. Oh, I like that one. That's a nice piece of art. I love how the ancient Sumerians sculpted this art in a really weird way. It's like they predicted the future with the do not red symbol right there. Do not create humans. That's what this art is saying. That's just my theory, though. I wonder if being around all these paintings is making me more moral. Maybe they make you sign a waiver if you work here just in case. Do not create art, because art is pain. Hey, I recognize this. Lock stalks, three owls impaling a naked woman on a sword. It's on loan from the lobby of the police department. Hmm, exhilarating. Oh, I hate these ones. There was a print in my bedroom when I was a kid. I always thought the elephant changed position a bit whenever I looked the other way. You clop for pain. Sometimes pain clops can be yummy, though. This is so cool. It's like I'm exploring a world of art, just like in real life. It's like a metaphor. I always just thought they were weird. What are they even meant to represent? Well, there's a story that if you hold your hand out to an elephant, it will place its paw softly on yours and look you dead in the eye. If you're a good person, it will simply shake your hand. But if you're a bad person, then it will stomp down and maim you instantly. I used to have nightmares about it. What's moral to an elephant? Anyway, Claude says it's probably just a metaphor for man's dominion over the earth or something. No, it sounds real. I've watched a documentary about this. Hmm. See, art is all about different metaphors. A sign on the wall announces that this is the Hall of Morally Improving Mechanisms. I hope they at least rinse these things out before display. These are the same mechanisms that we saw in the other episode. When Paku Dead Wife. Oh boy, new media. This one is a cabinet for When Paku Dead Wife, the video game that makes you cry for median author Joe Grown. How many dead wives can you collect? I think my top score is 8. That's cool. Yeah, I'm up for some art perchance. I mean, derp. The internet is art, TBH, if you really think about it. Memes are art. That's what I'm trying to say. Instructive moral diorama from the 19th century depicting the doleful fates of those who commit, simony. What's this on the side? Cabinet 28 of 246. Please insert coin. Yo, there's a pingus! Dear viewer, do you see the pingus? Interesting. Morality Animal by M.T. Lott. The plinth is empty. Isn't this kind of conceptual gesture a little played out? This part feels like a storage area, but for pieces that were insufficiently good, or insufficiently moral, or what? Morality equals pain? Yeah, I guess you can say that. I mean, scientists are still thinking about that one, though. Hey, someone left their second floor keycard around. Maybe they were overcome by aesthetic effect. Haphazard paintings of people in security uniforms smiling and playing the harp. Well, at least I can see why these things didn't make the cut. See, policeman equal bad. Assorted machines for moral instruction creak and sway with the closing of the door and seem to watch me. I guess there are computers to do this stuff now, though. I don't know, what does Art God 777 think about all this yummy art? Let's get past through all this yummy art. Max, are you still in here? Why is everything all knocked about? This is exactly why I prefer to go off by myself. Man, whoever did this, they will get fined billion to jillion dollars. You can't do this. Art is static. You can't move it about like this. I must admit. Oh wait, I already said that line. Why is she writing something in her delicious notes? She's using Notepad++, but in real life. What do you have to say, buddy? Nothing? I think it wants me to go up here. BB is a pathetic Windows user. Sigh. She doesn't understand the superiority over Linux. Where's the second floor? Is it over here? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, here it is. Here we are. This game is just like Metroidvania, okay? Finally, some gameplay. Linux is moral? Yeah, that makes sense. Pondering the Immutable by Empty Lot. There sure are a lot of paintings by this guy. It's no surprise, ever since his first appearance, Empty Lot was recognized as one of the leading lights of neo-moral art. His work includes refreshing updates on all the classic motifs. Knife safety, don't wake Papa, repayment of a debt. A cynical age was won over anew by the elegance of these simple but lasting moral themes. Where's the bulge? Ah, damn it, did I miss the epic bulge? No, the camera's different. So now I don't even know. See, this is why you have a replayable game, so I can go back to this chapter and see if I can find the bulge. Nice. So what happened to him? Well, he was eventually arrested for eating a woman. It doesn't mean his work has nothing to teach us. True dat. Incidentally, isn't putting a moral art museum inside a free port kind of a mixed message? Well, traditionally tax evasion counts as a political issue rather than a moral one. How about trespassing? That one's actually moral again. They really get you coming and going with these things. Man, it smells rank in here. I wonder if this is some kind of secret art preservation strategy. Well, that's what we're here to learn. Susanna and the Stranglers. Hey, a new empty lot. I've never heard of that one. I wonder if it was found after his death. Well, the paint is still wet. Hmm. I have a bad feeling about this, guys. Uh... Thought we might have some kind of trouble. Just leave this guy to me. Gonna get ya, man. I was the #1 delinquent of my Hans Obrist reading group. Run! Oh no! He got vored. Man, this is scary. Oh no, I'm getting scared. No, I don't want Bart Simpson to vore me. Please, no. Oh. Well, it was nice knowing you guys. Rick. So, this is just the author's barely disguised fetish, right? What is this? Why am I holding a vase? I'm sure there was a good reason in this, the best of all possible worlds. But now I'd better get back to my tour. There are 88,000 more rooms in the Pantheon to see. BB gets bored and she changed her medium into like watercolor. Okay, bro. Ah, I see. So this is the real form of art. Getting eaten alive. Such poignance and elegance in these statues. How beautiful in every respect. It makes me want to scream and I don't know why. Guess that's what they mean by disinterested contemplation. I like the effect on the wall. The flesh looks really nice. Nice hands, let me eat yum yum. Hate, 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 I hate it. Wait, did I just fall out of a painting? Yo, remember I said this was like Peach's Castle in Mario 64? Yeah, I guess my theory was correct, guys. Well, I'd prefer not to think about that. Right now, I just want to escape from the museum before I end up in an award-winning traveling corpse expedition. Wet paint mixed into multicolor sludge drips down the walls, and inscrutable moral tableau can be dimly glimpsed underneath. I can hear gloved hands scuttling on marble tile ahead. Oh no, we have BB.exe. Blobby, misshapen pseudo-BBs grin back at me from all the walls, holding tennis rackets, tiny dogs, frozen images of my own best life. Did I escape in the middle of conversation to a moral icon? Smiling reflections reach towards me from every side. For a second, I want to climb back into the canvas, and maybe all that stops me is a deep desire to remain annoying instead. Hey, is this a door or just a painting of a door? Whack! I guess I walked into that. Is this a different paint world? The air here feels less reverent, thick with smoke and the smell like rotten eggs. Ooh, my footsteps go squish squash with delight. Oof, what is this? In their filthy cave outside the good there look the strangers, waiting to commit unspeakable crimes for unintelligible reasons. They watch me but make no move to chase, busy haunting the doors of the ideal. I like the music here. It's very drone-like. Is that the killer right there? The bird beat guy? I love how we have creepy windows, because Windows is scary and they are advertising AI, and AI is evil and immoral. That's a nice reference. When I climb back out, I'm in some kind of boardroom, part of the Freeport's executive suite. The managers hang upon the walls, mean ex-cops and art world toadies, locked in moral display. Over here are pictures of the board of directors, anonymized to protect the safety of the city's leading families. Still, the glaring red eyes are sort of familiar. BB was bored of the vor. She had so much boredom. It's a new word I invented. It's a portmanteau of vor and boredom. A little display full of corporate promo materials. They all look extremely unread. Mission statement: the horrible murders. The city have driven renewed interest in moral ideals. Protect existing investment. A vault, a marvelous vault, secures the eternal verities from tax responsibilities. There is some comfort to know that even when everybody is dead, morality can last forever. Not yet, not yet. Wait a minute. BB, is that you? Flawed. And I'm glad you're alright. I wasn't sure whether or not you, uh, why are you whipping yourself with what looks like a security lanyard? Well, the thing that got Ray was some kind of morality robot, right? So I thought maybe if the rest of us, like, repented or tried to adopt its teachings. I'm not taking moral lessons from a mechanical lion. It hasn't even been elected. How come nobody in this town can go 10 minutes without starting a cult? This is funny. We'll go find Ray and Max quick and then Vamoose. I thought they'd both been turned to paintings. Not so bad. Gives you a new perspective.
Wow, guys, I don't know what to think. Whoa, whoa,
My reaction, well, more paintings. I wonder if being trapped inside these things is some kind of ironic punishment for trespassing in the museum. The world of morality weirdly resembles that of cheap slasher films, huh? Is that a reference to the Francis Bacon art of the guy sitting in the chair? I think so. That's my favorite art by Mr. Bacon himself. Uh, yeah, I like art. I'm a real art guy. Oh no, it's him again. I think he's chasing me. No, don't turn me into a marketable plushie or a epic painting. Don't do it. I don't even know if I can read this because the guy's chasing me. I have to hide. Okay, even though the chase music is happening, I don't think he's chasing. I probably have seen the Francis Bacon crucifixion painting, but I don't remember it. Empty Lot's celebrated moment of moral awakening occurred after the artist watched 1,000 hours of children's cartoons on a dare. Realizing morality was too important to be left to human fallibility, he set about embodying it in immortal objects known as works of art. Using capital acquired from his many supporters in the NGO space, he soon began work on his most ambitious project yet, the unfinished remains of his work. Oh, so he himself created the art in which to chase us with. Okay, I see the crucifixion art. It's pretty cool. Me likey. About the artist, probably not very helpful at this point. Hey, the canvases in here were all stripped bare. Well, except for that one. Oh, how pleasant. I think they're all trapped in there. Garden 2 by Empty Lot. Is it me or does this one seem a bit more worked than the others? That wiggly ass arm. Uh-oh. Realism. You know what? This is really dumb for me to say, but this is like a reference to Oblivion. Because in Oblivion, there's a quest where you go inside of a painting and kill trolls. It's just like it. It even has like the same like art style almost. In the lion's garden, the air is clear and smells like drying blood. Flower stalks are shaking in the lack of wind. Somebody's looking at me. I can't see. Somebody's looking to eat me. This music is so funny. The garden is well tended to, but not for me. I can glimpse the rightful owners stalking around me through the grass. I know there are more lions since I can't see them. Something close is licking blood from its jaws. Well, those are some weird-looking flowers. Look like dresses. Art is all about your interpretation. The statuary here is jumbled but offers no place a paw can't reach. Marble faces watch me with the eyes of lions. Something behind me climbs out of the rubble and slinks away. I carefully avert my eyes. It's not hot here, but it's close, and without realizing I'm covered in sweat, plastering my hair down and falling in my eyes. My back is sore. I realize I've been tensing it, waiting for the pounce. So you didn't want to say it out loud, but this episode, in your opinion, has kind of sucked jiggly ayus. You know what? I will say, the one jewel of the killer I think has been my favorite so far. Um, this one I think is just too long and not a whole lot happening. Like there's, you're just looking at pictures. It's not as cool as Drool, because in Drool there's like different things happening. There's more like set pieces. Hey, it's BB. I thought the elephant got you. Let's not talk about the elephant. What are you guys up to? Waiting to die. I wonder what happens when you die here. Do you just become another moral prop? Like all the vases, cherubs, bowls of fruit circulating endlessly from painting to painting? What, so you think the lion just responds to moral iconography without knowing what any of it means? It's just mechanical pattern recognition? I don't know, I was just sort of complaining. Sire, greetings. You're just in time for the opening act of an instructive moral play. Would you like to sit in on the first act? Verily, esteemed parent, with courtesy and desire for self-betterment, I ask thee, what is it that is best in life? Prithee, son, deference to duly constituted authority is the first step on the path of wisdom. The most important thing of all is, wash your hands. Wasn't that beautiful? Perhaps with patience and compassion, we all may someday... Now, Ray, no, no! It's me, the horrible child. Quickly, hit it while it's down. Sic semper, sic semper. The last king with the entrails of the last priest. Get his ass. How long does it take to beat a robot to death? The answer may surprise you. You know, despite everything, I still find myself drawn to these. Portraits of the good. A right life congealed into an inert and frozen object world, safe from the back and forth of creaturely existence. Snapshots from a place as alien to us as the canyons of Mars. Is that Tammy in the image, Blue Girl? Who are you talking to? Come on, we found a fire exit. For real? Well, never mind. Before leaving, we took stock. There wasn't much left standing in the Freeport where the lion had passed. I was sort of worried we'd accidentally wiped out the international art market in the tumult. But according to the papers, the paintings continued to be bought and sold, as though nothing had changed. Empty Lot's influence continued to spread. There was even a children's cartoon to better convey his moral teachings in contemporary form. This adaptation was mostly known for the volume and variety of pornographic fan art it inspired. So that was Flesh of the Killer. Honestly, kind of boring. Like, I get what it's trying to say, but it's just boring. I think the last one was a lot better. I don't know if I should uh, do the next one as a different stream or just keep on going and then edit the video title. Probably just do that. So what I'll do, I'll close this capture with this scary ass music playing, and let's fire up the next of the killer. So we did flesh. That was flesh. Vicious flesh. So now we're on to blood of the killer. Hopefully this one is a lot better. I still think Drool is the best. That's the one that's the most memorable, in my opinion. Let's see, so I'm gonna close out of this. I get it, dude, your art creates pornography. I know, I've been on the internet before. This isn't some crazy realization. Sorry, but I don't need to, like, I don't need that to blow my mind, okay? Okay. New thing. Blood of the killer. Let me see. Oh boy, you know what this means? I need to like mess around with OBS again. It says no source selected. I need to find a source. Let me see. Here it is. There we go. Just had to wait a little bit. Okay, this one might be better. I see the killer. I see the zines. Zines. Uh, I think the last one is face of the killer. I might be wrong. Let me actually look it up real quick because I don't want to accidentally do the last one. So the last one is face. Okay. So blood is after flesh. All right, we're good. I'm gonna sip my lovely drink here. It's just a regular night in the big city. Yes, that's what I'll say. They don't know I'm delivering a package. I like the lighting. It's pretty cool. Also, I'm a little under the weather right now. I've been sick throughout the past week. I had some throat problems. So I've been trying to hold back on sniffing so that I won't create like a snuff film with this stream, like a sniff film, because I'll be sniffing and snuffing so much. I would be sniffing like a little doggo, perchance. What's inside? I'll never tell. I feel it moving softly in my pocket. That's regular. Don't think about it. Dinosaur chicken nuggets of the killer. Hell yeah, boy. Look, there's a chicken right there. Frutiger Arrow Poland Ball of the killer. I know, look, I know what you're doing. You're just gonna sample what I'm gonna say. Whoa, whoa. There's like cloth physics? Man, we evolved. Look at this. Oh, this is cool. Okay, this is already better than Flesh of the Killer. Cloth physics? That's my awesome reaction. Cloth physics? Question mark? Whoa, this is cool. Whoa, where am I? There she is. She's peeking out. Whoa. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. What? Don't think about what? Cloth physics? No, I want to keep thinking about that. Gah. Oh, that's right. I meant to try looking it up next time I had one of those dreams. Sloth Physics of the Killer. Dream Interpretation Guide, 5th edition, Travel Edition. Dream of Snakes, a lucky dream which portends success in business and in snakes. Dream of Water, like the water. You too shall receive lottery jackpot dividends. Oh hell yeah, dividends? That's my type of topic right there. You invest in a CD for a year in your bank account, 3% dividend. Nice. Dream of delivering a package. Violent death impending. Don't make plans. Can I explain dividends? Okay, so imagine you are putting money in whatever, an index fund or a certificate of deposit in your bank account. And you put in, let's say, $100,000 and there's interest that goes into that number, okay? So let's say that's like 3%, okay? So at 100K at 3% dividend, you're going to have a dividend maybe like monthly. But after the year is over, let's say you have like a year CD, for example, you're going to get $3,000 from the 3% taken from the 100K. So you get $3,000 in dividends, which is essentially just passive income, a year if you lock your money into a CD. The thing about a CD is that you have to lock it down. Like the bank will get pissed off if you say, actually, can you unlock the money that I put in there? I changed my mind. Like they want you to keep your money in there. And like once that CD expires, you can like either put that money back in to the CD, like you can renew it, and then like you can just have it grow for years and years and years. And that's essentially how index funds work too, like the Vanguard S&P 500. But this is a beautiful little scene in the game while I'm explaining this. By the way, honestly, perfect little uh, scenery and all that. Anyways, on to the gameplay, guys. I'm sorry for rambling. BB's report. It's 10 a.m. and I'm heading out of the city to investigate a zine deal gone wrong. In the small town of Rivertown, a new distro, like Linux, was started with assistance from XX City. But recently, communiques from the town have stopped appearing. As the only one who has a rail card, I was appointed to re-establish contact and report on the progress of the scheme. The name of my contact is Clarice. Oh, that's a cool name. I like that name. Clarice. Bong. The next stop is Rivertown. The final stop is Rivertown. This train no longer stops at Factory. I mean, it sounds fine, but what do I do if she's just been too busy to call? Break her legs? Alas, our organizational charter commits us to accountability in the scene. I've never even been out here before. Maybe I should try to be more worldly. People are staring at me in the station, so I smile and wave back. That's how you do things in the country. Why do the banks sound so soyish in my story? Well, I'm sorry, bro, but they are very soy-like in real life. Welcome to Rivertown, home of the Drinky Bird. Visit world's largest drinky bird while you're here. Wow, you see, this is what you find when you take the time to expand your horizons. I like drinky birds. My first ever drinky bird was when I played Animal Crossing on the GameCube, and I was like, lol, this is so epic. This statue commemorates the 200 workers incinerated by the Great Drinky Bird Factory Fire of 19XX. On the other hand, tourist stuff is pretty much the same all over. In brochure speak, this town is picturesque. I'll find out what that means someday. The houses are pretty, but half of the doorways are bricked up, as if this place were set on becoming its own shrine. Did you know drinky birds are a miniature heat engine? No, I did not know that. Thank you, kind viewer. Thank you for that lovely fact. Is that a killer, perchance? I am here. Well, Clarice's place isn't far. I don't even have her number. Won't it be weird if I just show up? Maybe I should buy her a sandwich or something. BB is such a fat little creature. All she thinks about is eating sandwiches. BB stands for Big Belly. That's my theory. That's my epic game theory for you guys. Rows of wooden, non-functional little drinky bird statuettes are the only things for sale at the street kiosk. Are these things a lost technology? Maybe they keep the real ones for connoisseurs. I like this little village. A beautiful remnant of the town's prosperous heyday, sealed and preserved by the Historical Society. Well, the bricks are a bit much, but I guess I can't blame them for being thorough. Man, this place loves little drinky birds.
Ugh.
Beneath me is the town's famous river, the ugh, stained red by generations of opaque industrial processes. A real taste of the pastoral. I wonder if I can get a postcard while I'm here. You know, these almost remind me of plague doctors. It's like plague. Ooh, and I'm a little rat scurrying along the city. You miss her Fred Flintstone leopard print shirt? I do too. I mean, it is cool that she wears stuff, but I do like her normal outfit. When I visit somewhere new, I always find myself imagining what it'd be like if I lived there. If this road were the one I walk down every day, expected and invisible. The same trips to the shops and the bus stop, only now, infused with mystery. Like I could be looking at my life from the outside, as if I were myself to become a stranger. Speaking of a stranger, there's a freak following me. He looks like Linkara. He literally has Linkara's garb. Linkara is gonna do the funny little running animation from uh I can't think of the movie now. It's the movie Nostalgia Critic made. I wonder if the watching Gilmore Girls has it was a Kikassia. Gilmore Girls has given me inflated expectations around small town life. Linkara's religious garb. Anyway, if I have these directions right, Clarice's apartment should be right in the middle of that smoldering wreckage. Uh-oh. Yikes. Poor man. Oh man. Flora Clarice. I love saying that word. Clarice. I hope she got out in time. Birdtown #1 history issue. Yoink. Don't worry. I'm a murderer. No, Linkara, don't do it. Yes. That hand looked like the Grinch's. Boy, was I surprised to hear they'd sent two of us out here. I guess this town must be a bigger deal than it looks. Incidentally, where's your mask? I'm incognito. Well, good news, I'm nearly through with my report. Yes, the case is nearly closed. Maybe you wasted a trip. Just one or two loose ends. Listen, here's the list of other places on the same supply chain. Check them out and try to re-establish contact. And don't tell anyone who isn't a murderer or I'll have to beat him slowly to death with a hammer. On second thought, tell whoever you'd like. Gee, thanks. Well, I better go. Safe, unsafe travels? Unsafe? Wow. What a crow. Hmm?
Who was that?
And what was that all about? Was that guy looking for Clarice? It didn't seem like a good time to ask him to clarify. Yo! Look at this, I'm like a little cute little baby. Well, it's not like I have any other leads, and some of these do seem like places you might drop off a zine. I like her little walking sound effects.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into this little cup of joe.
Yoink! Oh, I can't do it. I can go here. No? Oh man. If you drank a yummy cup of coffee and a little BBB was in your coffee cup, what would you do? Would she melt like a marshmallow? Would she float like a duck? A rat? You know, not to sound jaded, but I feel like I already have a good idea which building here will turn out to have been the book depository. Doesn't this place have a fire department? Look at these really cool looking dark shadows. I like that. It's like cell shaded. More smoldering rubble to hang out in and explore. Mysteriously uncharted pages in the wreckage. Were they placed here after the fire? What do they say? The true secret history of the murderers and wreckers by a concerned citizen. Should I read this? What is this shit? Says BB. I really don't want to read it because, well, it looks kind of boring, but I'm gonna drink my. You know what? I'm gonna have the viewer read it in silence, right? And then you can come back to this later. Well, I see the word disease history and their record history. Uh, whatever. Just keep going. Jesus Christ. Ah, you know, Gen Alpha, they can't read, right? So these these papers right here, it'll be like lost media for the next generation. No one's gonna know how to read this stuff. Hey, wait a minute, come back here. Who are these strange men? Why is this guy running away from me? On the other hand, why am I chasing him? Well, I must admit, it makes a nice change from the usual way around. Burp. My vengeance needs blood. Henry James. Return of the Master. Name one personality trait BB has. Annoying. Condescending. Flustered. Erotic. Squeamish. Anguish. Etc. The spoils of Poynton, mine at last. What? Who's there? No, it can't be. You're... I... Crunching, slippery flesh noises. Nobody appreciates the classics. You saw the Virtual Boy on ABGN even? That's cool. This really is like a reference to the Virtual Boy. Eye-blindingly searing, fiery visuals that destroy my eyeballs. But I just can't stop looking away. Another mangled corpse, but how? Ah, if only every aspect of this case weren't suffused by such exquisite ambiguity. I wonder where the hat guy went. Is this some kind of private cinema? Decades of moldering promo posters molt. Hey, that's like my name. Molt. Off as I pass by. It feels like I'm the only person to be in here for years. BBABGN. You know what? BBBBW. I argue with that acronym, buddy. We work in the dark. We do what we can. Awoo! Ha ha ha. Chainsaw noises, tearing and screaming. Theater is sealed as a historical document for the benefit of future generations. Well, as a future generation, I just wish they'd dust. What exactly is this place trying to preserve? Dude, BB hates Archive of Your Own and archive.org and Internet Wayback Machine. Kinda cringe, dude. BBBBL, okay, that's a good one. BBBO, like body odor. The desk in the office is slightly less cobwebby, that's a good word, than anything else around. On it, I find a shredded copy of Clarice's zine and a flyer for the Rivertown Historical Society. Well, I did want to visit some tourist stuff while I was here. Okay, I didn't learn anything from that, but the next place I go will have some answers. Alright, let's go. I didn't want to go here. Rivertown Historical Society. Cobwebby swimboification. I guess it's pleasure on the inside. Last bird eyes stare back at me from every corner of the room. Is this history? Sorry guys, I just did an epic little doggo sniff right there. I'm sorry, I'm sick, I can't help it. Therefore I have sailed the seas and come to the holy city of Byzantium. Welcome, welcome, lover of history. Welcome to the Museum of Mechanical Birds. Okay, why are we recycling the museum again? Like, technically we're not, but it's like, what's with the museums? More than that, Drinky birds, though they form the firm foundation of which our fair town is built, we must strive to see beyond them, move beyond them, as our fathers did. Yes. Oh, the mirror came back. Mirror physics. The immortal golden bird, glory of changeless metal. Well, plastic, haha. The tradition remains the same, alive, vital, living, unliving. Images of grace, images of fear. Machines of burnished gold adorned the great court of Byzantium, and their function was to terrify, to demonstrate wealth and skill, and suggest these things might be turned upon the viewer. Haha. Beautiful tradition that continues on today. Contemporary mechanical birds include the military industrial complex, video games, and the internet. Yet more might be found following this river to the source. Yeah, I kind of hate the referential material, Points of widening. Is this, wait, this looks like salad fingers, but with like a big bird beak. Income disparity, similar icons are always required, and so my father, decided to make full typo or novelty, amusement's factory into a new direction, one which could catch and manifest the shape of history. New birds for a new age. Yes, what happened? Alas, the factory burnt down after construction of the first prototype Grinky Bird Mark II. The town was never the same, but I still think it will catch the culprit someday. Ha ha ha. Won't you put your name and address in the guest book? Sorry, I commemorial commemorative t-shirt, ashtray, mug. It's a mechanical bird thing. You wouldn't understand. Man, I'm never going to wear this shirt. Burp. Is that Clarice? Okay, let me actually see where we can go now. So we can go to the street market or the record store. Let's go to the record store. That sounds like my type of place. Excuse me, would there be a record store around here? Follow the smoke. Oh. Well, they may have exaggerated a bit. Any smoke here will have already disappeared along with the owners. Melted 78s form thick black puddles in the ash. I wish I'd had a chance to poke around in here before it burned. You can find good stuff in these little record stores. I've never even heard of any of these bands. Bluedy Hans and his Night Stranglers, live from the Bird Museum. See, this is a nice little liminal space right here. The BB to look at you. Dirt. A sturdy of charred brick passage stretches out behind a collapsed shelf. Is this the way to the employee lounge? Well, it's probably not the lounge. The lounge. The air feels different here, like I've walked into a much larger structure. Is this a transport tunnel or something? What's with all the crates? Wow, so interesting. Ukraine flag walls with crates. Full imagery, bro. Whoa, there's a long hallway with nothing. Tightly packed bundles of rubber horror masks. A sticker on the side reads XX City. But is it from or to? Hey Mandy, I'm thinking aloud. But wouldn't it be a lot easier to follow this girl if we just broke both her legs? I mean, as inconspicuously as possible. That's a good point, Handy, but we've got to stay undetected. I've got it. Let's kill her first. Then we can break her legs and follow her around. I wish I could wake. I wish you wish you would wake up and see BB's wiggling face close up to my face and your face. I mean your face, and my reality just. I mean your reality just stays stuck like that for billions of years. Oh, you're so right, Quinn. I destroyed that sentence. Yes. Wait. Hold on. I feel like we were missing something here. But what? What? How many possible combinations are there for A, killing her, B, breaking her legs, C, following her around? Maybe we could experiment until we found one that felt right in the moment. Oh, I can't go that way. So, like this cool imagery of Ukraine and boxes, and that's it? I see an iterative approach. Well, that's six possibilities unless we do some of them more than once. But does the perfect combination really exist? Handy, I want to believe it does. Oh, but aren't you just the cutest little murderer? Yes, you are. You're going to be executed for your crimes against history. Yes, you will. Stop that. Wait, why does everybody in this town think I'm a murderer? Is it just the coat? No use denying it. We've already seen you around with notorious criminal Murderer X. Ukraine ball bursted from being inflated and got spread all over the walls. The walls. Yeah, I mean, I could see that happening. So we've been reading your zine, a truly heinous document that records your many crimes. July 3rd, Cannibal Blood Feast. July 10th, more knife murders. July 13th, Decomposing Corpse. Those are bands. It's called a scene report. Dude, BB is part of the emo scene. Also, wait, did you really read my zine? Like, all of it? What did you think? A little prolix, but that's not a problem you'll have anymore. Ha ha ha, everyone's a critic. Ugh, this really was a nostalgia critic reference all along. They're Linkara running, trying to catch me. See, Linkara running is very different from Naruto running, actually. Uh-oh, I'm slowing down. I'm walking all over these rage faces. Why would anybody store their masks this way? I see a door up top and a Tiburon greasy rubber Dracula mask slipping out in great cascades beneath my feet. BB's feet ponder the aroma. I still hear my two pursuers, but hopefully it's even harder to climb up that stuff in heels. Did I fall into a war between rival party supply chains? So that's why we had Ukraine on the walls. It's referencing a war between Ukraine. You know, this is a very high-end, horrible mask facility for such a little town. I wonder who's running it, and I hope I never have to find out. Kill you, kill you, kill you, kill you, kill you. Ouch. What did I actually learn from all that? Well, at least there are two people in this town who bother keeping up with zines. I wonder if they've ever met Clarice. Well, time to go this way. Town's secret history is at the junk store. That's what I'd say if I hasn't accepted my own rat-like impulse. Okay, so is she actually a rat? Because people were saying, no, it's a bow. Not rat ears. I think she's a rat. She's a heckin' rat. She's a heckin' cute little ratto. Why does this look like the Kowloon walled city? Entering crate mode, I rummage and discover cookery books, bits of wire, machine parts, old video game consoles, used medical textbooks with horrifying illustrations. The search goes on. So there's just a bunch of reused assets from the other episodes. Nobody glances at me as I explore, which is possibly some roundabout way of asserting Vindor's dominance. Well, there's no sign on the warehouse in the back to say it's not part of the sale area. Underneath the Bort dolls, I pull out a box of ancient drinky bird figurines, but whatever strange alchemy once made them drink has long departed. Sweet bird of youth. Anthologies. She said the word. Of inscrutable political mushy golf balls. Old newspapers with rambling letters to the editor from a concerned citizen. Rubber spider. Gah! Scratch that. Regular spider. Gah! Let's go into the star door. I wonder if they keep the good stuff back here. Fragments of decrepit industrial machinery are stacked haphazardly around the corridor. Probably this is the good stuff for someone. Whoa, BB, slow down. She's fast. Whoa. BB, you little rebel, you. The drawers of the old office desks are stuffed with rotting, mulched receipts. The header on one reads Golden Bird Co. LLC. Are these all from the Drinky Bird place? They really tried to scale. Guys, is this more boring than Flesh of the Killer? Old cogs and rubber casting trays. The outline printed on them seems familiar, like a face I glimpsed once in a dream. Kind of feeling like this is the same as the last episode. At the back of the last table, I find a binder. The words Drinky Bird Mark II production notes are written in biro, like embryo, on the spine. I open it up and find some kind of crazed essay about sword fighting a bear? What? We see that in the organic world, to the same degree that reflection gets darker and weaker, grace grows ever more radiant and dominant. But just as two lines intersect on one side of a point, and after passing through infinity, suddenly come together again on the other side, or the image in a concave mirror suddenly reappears before us after drawing away into the infinite distance, so too does grace return once perception has traversed the infinite, such that it simultaneously appears the purest in human bodily structures that are either devoid of consciousness or which possess an infinite consciousness, such as in the jointed mannequin or the god. So you think it's better than the art one? Well, I will say this episode does have Linkara and the two nurses that chase you, and referencing the Nostalgia Critic is pretty cool, so that is one reference I do enjoy. Okay, maybe it's getting good. Finally. Uh-oh, I'm not controlling this, by the way. I hear footsteps. Feet steps, even. Oh, those aren't footsteps. Oh, no. Is that Clarice? Who is that? That's dead. What does that look like? Looks like a turtle. See that? Eye and the nostril, the mouth, and the long neck. That's my theory. Or maybe it's just a heckin' organ. I don't know. I'm out of ideas. Clarice? She's winding up. Okay, that's kind of cool. Why does she have little rabbit ears? Wait. No, Clarice, don't do that, Clarice. Like this clown music. Whoa, I'm Clarice. Hmm. Where did BB go? Camera keeps zooming out. Can I do the same thing? Oh yeah. I knew it was possible. this way. So that was, so was that Clarice or not? Maybe she just didn't recognize me. Good going, BB. You dodged the killer. Attention, patrons. Patrons, attention. Tough. I think I'm finally out of leads. Is it a breach of detective etiquette to just go home? Let's see. Look at this lovely little map of the world we have here. Wait. Clarice looks like a human. Don't get up. Open mic time is about to begin. Please enjoy the first act in an hour of amateur musical stylings. Wang. Oh, that's one of my favorite onomatopoeias. Wang. What was that video that was like Bo Twang? Had a funny title. Uh, Wang, bounce, boing. I love these. I love these words so much. If you take a walk downtown and find some time to look around, if you see me, I walk on by. Oh, darling, please don't cry. Spittoon Doink, that's what it was. Bo Twang with Spittoon Doink. Guys, viewers in chat video, look up right now on YouTube, search Bo Twang with Spittoon Doink. Tonight we'll meet at the dark end of the street, you and me. Nearly getting killed is bad enough without having to listen to musical numbers about it. I've been here all day, and what did I even accomplish? I'm sick of it. She's like Carl Pilkington. I'm sick of it. I'm going home. Alright? Okay, fella. The zine committee will have to cut their losses. What do I pay my dues for anyway? Well, admittedly, the tote bag is kind of cute. Nevertheless, I'm out of here. You know what? BB would be perfect for Monkey News. She and Carl would get along so much. A train pulls up just as I reach the station and I hop on board. Great. I didn't find out what happened, but that's just how it goes. That's life. That's how I'll write it up. Wow. This seat is the comfiest thing I've ever felt. It's polyester or something. They should roll me up in this when they put me in the grave. BB, you're kinda weird. Anyone else getting weird vibes from BB? Bong, the train is now departing. Next stop is factory. Final stop is factory. Oh, does BB live in like the third world or something? Wait, don't kill me. Hey, where'd they go? I don't know where I am, but appear to have both eyes and most of my blood. Were those two just poseurs after all? A full night breeze comes in the open door. Uh, Catamites. The Catamites may have dropped some mid. That's funny. I love that vidder, even though I haven't watched it. Lol. I love the concept of Saint Timmy, okay? Oh no, I sniffed again. Whoa. Well, where I am, but appear to have both eyes and most of my blood. Were those two just... Okay, I don't know why I read that again. Sorry, guys. Sorry, sorry, y'all. Statues, half submerged in ivy, heap up on the lawn. Unlit factory buildings spread out in the distance, leading inexorably toward the mansion on the hill. Well... The door's wide open. Aren't they afraid somebody might steal all their clocks? Hey, there's a... How do you pronounce that? Is it mimeograph or mimograph? I've always wanted one of those. Smudged carbon copies are piled ankle-deep across the floor, sternly announcing the dangers of unfettered... I'm just gonna say mimography because it's like mimes, like clown. What do these letters say? Dear Sirs, first my warm compliments upon the previous day's Mary Worth cartoon, which I found both delightful and instructive. I have enclosed more ideas. However, I note with dismay your decision not to comment upon the increasingly outrageous price of cinema popcorn, a scourge which perhaps funds drug or gang activity. See previous letters. Man, there's so much mid in here. Decline of moral values, rivers of blood. You may legally call it a happy meal if anyone makes me depressed. Please print this letter. Thankfully, yours, a concerned citizen. Whoa, new mid just dropped. Man, these things are bleak. Wait a minute. Dear sirs, I hope this still finds you well. Here's an idea for a new Mary Worth cartoon. Feel free to use. In the cartoon, Mary Worth is depressed and sad and down in the dumps about her life, the life that was promised and the life that was had in the ruins of her parents' Drinky Bird factory to revel the dynasty that never came to pass when she starts to read a poorly printed samizdat she picked up at the record store with a sticker on the cover calling it a zine. I was like doing really cool like improv rapping there, the way I was like pacing that. The zine says it's about history and she reads it, but it is not history. It is a bad dream and a horror story in which all the names and faces you revered from books and statues reappear instead of torturers and killers as toadies and functionaries of the Charnel house. As she reads, she feels as though the beautiful history she adores and worships has been replaced by a lake of blood that has no bottom, and she is everyone she knows is sinking in the lake, and so is her house. It is at this point in the comic strip that Mary Worth has a grand realization. She realizes all recorded history is the object of a vast conspiracy, and that the name given to this conspiracy is that of Zine's acronym. That this conspiracy was the worm in the great apple, that is history, and the reason that apple now turns to shit in her mouth, and that her life will continue to get worse and worse until the evil conspiracy of wreckers can at last be smashed and killed and put to an end. Please give me credit if you use this cartoon. Constructive feedback, welcome. You know what? Dilbert is a better tune than that. Like, zine. Dilbert zines are way better than what that is. I did wonder if it was too good to be true that there were people who actually read these things. I know, right? I really shouldn't have read that. It's Clarice. Is she asleep? She's not chasing me. Should go, but this is my chance to see if it's really Clarice under that mask. This is a really stupid decision. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Yeah, we made a real mess of her face getting all the pieces inside. This way, please. Don't worry. She's harmless until you turn the key. Mostly we just hang coats on her and stuff. Hey, that's right. Where'd my coat get to anyway? Oh, it's around here somewhere. You didn't really have a figure for it. It was like chasing around the kid from Don't Look Now. Is that also a reference? I really hate references, bro. Can you please stop with the references? Okay, thank you. Next time I'll get all my clothes from the sexy Halloween nurse bin at Party Warehouse instead. Couldn't hurt. Oh, it's that guy again. Hello. Ha ha ha. Yes, that's right. You know what? I think they had the same operation on Little St. James. Like, I remember I looked at the files recently, and there was a chair that looked exactly like that chair that BB's sitting in right now, with like all those materials and like even the walls and the floor look kind of similar. I don't know, just kind of pointing that out for the viewers, I guess. I, heir to the Drinky Bird dynasty, am secretly the concerned citizen whose inflammatory pamphlets have been causing such a stir. I don't really care. BB's just like me. The sang Freud expected of a true revolutionary, right down to the classic cell system. Each distro, or I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that word, knows nothing of the others. But you didn't predict what remained of the Drinky Bird Mark II tech. Knowledge could be used to rewire a human brain. A rookie error. Okay, let's read this. Zine HQ. Dark Monies. Prime. Print Media Cartel. Maryworth Censored. Other cells. Rivertown. What is happening? Once we infiltrated the network, it was easy. It was a shame your organization's tendrils had reached so many local businesses. But sacrifices must be made. Interestingly, they all had the sideline involving rubber horror masks as well. Coincidence, I guess. Why is that the thing you guys aren't paranoid about? And up here is you, attention caught all by all the carnage. A representative of the National Corps is sent out to review the situation. Admittedly, I didn't think you'd burn down half the town in the process. Who knows what true depravity lurks in the criminal soul? Man, I only got here today. I thought you people were the ones burning stuff down. Don't be silly. If not you, then who? Linkara? Well, it's nothing you have to worry about. Just give me a second and then this body won't be you anymore. It will be a new thing that has your face and name and we're going to use it to kill all your friends. Won't that be nice? Nurses, can you bring the blood bucket before I open her head this time? Nurses? Us. You deal with it. Do I smell smoke? Well, I guess this would explain it. Incinerating letters to the editor light up the stairs. Just why is fire safety such an issue in this town? Ah, I'm burning. Is all of this just one big cryptic metaphor? Smoke pours through the carpets and twists into strange shapes in the air, glimpsed figures, vegetable outlines. I hear the pop of drinking birds exploding in their crates, emerging and dissolving in air, reaching hands, a ghost, a staring head, a bloody mask. Is this the history that guy was so keen on? I don't know if I get the appeal. This is the worst work vacation of my life. I can't believe I didn't even get to see the world's largest drinking bird. It's the killer. Ah. Wait. Don't. Is that my coat? Thank you. I'm glad you're feeling better. Incidentally, I'm just here to check in on that zine distro you were putting together. Whack. Okay, maybe that was pushing it. After a while, I made my way off of the statue and took the last train home. What remained of the mansion was still burning when I left. I never found out just what happened to Clarice, but they say if you hold a zine event in a quiet country town, she will appear and not buy anything. Okay. I love these swampy ass beats. Well, that was something. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. Anyways, that was Blood of the Killer. Kinda mid. TBH. Okay, so the next one is Ears. I don't know if I'm gonna do one more or not. I kind of want to take a break. Um, No as in keep going, or no as in stop playing? More? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna be right back really quickly. I'm gonna get some water, and then I'll do another one. So the next one is uh what is this one again? Blood of the Killer? The next one is Ears of the Killer. Okay, you're gonna listen to this really epic music while I'm BRBing, so enjoy. Oh, you meant no. You meant no more as in it's like it's like I added a comma after you said no. No more or no more. That's funny. I created a funny scenario just now. Lol. Lol. Burp. Yeah, so this stream, it's been around an hour and a half. 2 mid episodes, honestly. But I'll probably do the rest later. I might try to do more tomorrow. I might try to finish it tomorrow if I can. Hopefully it's not as mid. I don't know what happened because the Ghoul was so good. And the other episodes were kind of promising, but whatever. Okay, that's it for this stream. Yup.